To make some eggs, a cheese omelette, and just my yogurt bowl that I normally have. So let's get started. Let me get some eggs, let me get the cheese, let me get all my little goodies, and let's start cooking. So I've got 2 eggs. I'm going to saute a small little onion in the pan, and then I've got some cheese, some fresh chilies, and then I'm going to put my yogurt bowl with my granola, low carb granola, and then I'm just going to top it up with some berries. So let's get started. I'm going to take out some chicken wings for later, and there's leftovers from yesterday's veggies that I made for Sunday lunch. So I'm just going to do my wings in the air fryer, and then I'm just going to have some of the vegetables, and that's going to be my second meal and probably my last meal for the day. Okay, so I'll check in with you guys again later. I'm off to go and fetch Micah at school. Eden was not feeling well, so I kept her at home and only dropped Micah this morning. Now I'm going to fetch him, and I thought, let me quickly check in with you guys so we can have a little car chat. So guys, you saw what I had as my first meal for the day. I just thought, let us have a little talk about why I do keto, or I'm sorry, low carb, and how I started with low carb, etc. So basically I started low carb about 4 years ago. That's exactly when I started my YouTube channel. I started low carb because a friend of mine was doing banting with the South African version of low carb, of keto. She was quite successful with the banting. That's what basically sparked my interest and set off this whole down this rabbit hole with regards to banting, what is banting, and that's how I stumbled across keto, etc. And I had success with keto, and I decided, let me start a YouTube channel and document my journey with my weight loss, etc. Now when I started, I'm not sure exactly, but I think I was around about 120 kilos or 123, one of the two, and started doing keto. And just give me a second, guys, let me just focus. Let me just straighten you guys a little bit. This phone is really working me. Okay, so like I said, so I started when I was about 120 kilos, right? And I did strict keto at the very beginning, and I had tremendous success, and I really enjoyed doing keto. Now I know there's a lot of buzz about how restrictive it is. Yes, fair enough, it is very restrictive in terms of what you can eat, etc. But because I have PCOS and I'm insulin resistant, I really found that eating a high carb diet was not sustainable for me in my normal life, if I can put it that way, right? And low carb or keto there was a lot of research to suggest that it would help specifically people with PCOS and insulin resistance. Now, I'm going to say this, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, I'm just a normal person a mommy, a wife that gained quite a bit of weight, and I wanted to lose the weight. And by doing my own research and reading quite a bit of articles, etc., and research, I found that keto was the answer for me because of my PCOS, and I suffer from insulin resistance. And I had a lot of success, guys. I dropped all the way down to 90 point something. So I lost about 30 something kilos, if I'm not mistaken, right? And I've dipped under 90 before. I've been as low as, I think my lowest ever was 85 kilos. That was my lowest ever. And I love the way that I feel when I do my keto, right? I really love the way I felt, no bloating, etc., etc. I then changed over to doing dirty keto. You can research this and you will find there's dirty keto, etc. And I really found success with it. And then what happened was, I then decided later on, much later on into my keto journey, I decided to make the switch to go into low carb, because there's quite a few things that is permissible on the low carb diet or the low carb lifestyle. All right, now, have I been perfect? Have I been consistent? No. My moments where I have fallen off the wagon, like they say, started, restarted, reset, whatever you want to call it, I've had my moments, but I always come back to keto or low carb. Now, I'm sticking with low carb, like I just stated now, is that there's a lot more things I am allowed to eat while doing a low carb lifestyle, and I prefer to do it that way. And that is why I eat the way I eat, and that is why I also do intermittent fasting. If you don't know what intermittent fasting is, let's say you stop eating at 7 o'clock at night, and then you only start eating the following day 7 o'clock in the morning. That is a 12-hour fasting window. Now, for me specifically, I have found that, and they say that the sweet spot to losing the weight is an 18-hour fast, and that is what I do. Lots of people do different windows. They do 12, 16, 18, 20, 24, 36. I've done all of those, but the one that I'm really consistent with on a daily is the 18-hour fast. That's the one that I do every day, most days, right? On weekends, why am I shaking? Oh my word. Okay, that's better. On a weekend, I hardly fast. Sometimes I do, but I normally do either a 13 or a 16-hour fast. I normally don't fast on a weekend. I give myself a break from fasting, and I just enjoy the weekend. That being said, what I also do is I allow myself to have a little bit more carbs than normal, or just to have carbs, basically, because there's carbs in everything, so you can't really hide away from carbs. But just the things that I omit from my normal, come inside, baby, from my normal eating is like the things like pasta, potatoes, rice, those type of things that are very high in carbs are the things that I generally avoid eating. On a weekend, I would allow myself to enjoy a little bit of carbs sometimes. Mostly on a Sunday, whatever I cook for a Sunday lunch, allow me to have, whether it's a rice, potatoes, okay, I don't do potatoes, but whether it's a rice, whether it's a lasagna or whatever, I just allow myself to have the plate of food, and then I just start my fasting window, and then I just continue on with my low carb the next day. That is normally how I do what I do. And like I said, I've had quite a bit of success doing low carb, keto, low carb, and banting, right? It's just, now, what is the difference between a keto diet and a low carb diet? The keto diet is very restrictive in terms of your carb intake, okay? Anything 20 and below is considered a keto diet. Now, for low carb, there's various opinions about this, but the most common one is anything 50 and up is allowed, and which is then carbs is allowed, which is then considered a low carb diet. But in terms of what you can eat, it mirrors each other. So good fats, lots of protein, lots of veggies. Obviously, low carb vegetables are allowed, like your spinach, your broccoli, your cauliflower, your greens, asparagus. All of those things are allowed. All the low carb veggies are allowed. Then you get those things that they sort of classify as red and orange, where they say in moderation, your pumpkins, your butternut, your carrots, and those type of things, right? So you need to work out, and I always say this to even to my friends as well, you need to work out what works for you and configure the lifestyle so it can fit into your lifestyle, so that you know that this is something that I can do. Now there are times where I veer completely off my plan, okay, where it's either family gatherings, surprise dinner from your husband, and you just enjoy yourself, or you do birthdays, etc. Whatever the reason is, I sometimes do veer off, and it takes me a while to get back on track again. Now, to lose the weight for me on this lifestyle, it's quite difficult because of my PCOS and my insulin resistance. But to gain the weight, guys, to gain the weight, it's so easy for me to gain the weight. It's ridiculous. But we keep on moving. It's not, for me, I've really tried to shift away from looking at the scale, looking at the numbers, but going on how I feel, how it makes me feel, etc., how my clothes are fitting. That is what I'm sort of focusing on. Cleaning up my diet, how I feel, how's my clothes fitting. Those are my measuring sticks that I use just to create a more healthier lifestyle for myself. I want to live a long life, guys, by the grace of God. I've got 2 beautiful children that I want to see become successful and productive members of society. I want to see hopefully get married, have children, and enjoy my grandchildren. So, and also enjoy my golden days with my hubby as well, and for us to be able to enjoy our days together. So all of that being said, I hope that I've explained it nicely. I hope I was clear. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below, ask me anything. So thank you so much, guys, for listening to my rant. So now we've got Micah in the car. How are you, baby? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So we've got Micah. We're gonna head back home. I'm just gonna do a quick stop at the shop. I need to get some rolls for the lunchbox for tomorrow for the kiddos. Start prepping for supper. I'm gonna have but we can chat when I get back home, once everything is done and once I start cooking my second and final meal for the day. It's a little bit later. I'm back home. I've chilled a bit, sat with Micah, prepping for exams, etc. I've done my lunch. Let me just show you. Just hold on. We have 4 wings, the leftover vegetables that I told you guys about, and this is going to be my last meal for the day. And I might have a little bit of yogurt just to up my protein intake for today as well. So this is me for today, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Any questions, any suggestions, please comment down below. It will be much appreciated. Hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? I hope that you guys enjoyed the little vlog, what I eat in a day video. I will definitely do more of these just to show you meal ideas, what to eat and or what I eat, etc. And maybe just keep you posted on my progress. And this is going to be my last Vlogtober video. I'm ending this one, closing off Vlogtober with this video. And I will see. So now you know what I'm going to say. I want to dig into this meal. And I'm going to end off by saying, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Your support is much appreciated. I love you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.